Oh, I'm running so late. I'm running so late. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. I don't even know where I'm going yet. I don't know where I'm going. We're just going to head south, hit some fresh water. Maybe a redfin or two. I'll be happy with that. Okay, we're on the way. Let's go. I haven't checked my gear. I don't know what lures I got, what plastics I got. I haven't been freshwater fishing for bloody ages. Like a long time. So I've just made it through the rat race that I call Mandurah traffic, and we're on the forest highway. We're heading south. That's a good start. I still don't know where I'm going. I don't know, I've got a couple of options. So I could go to Harvey, Waruna, or Harvey Dam. So we've been doing a few big trips lately. Kelly and I went up to Coral Bay. Had a great time up in Coral Bay, Freshwater Station. Took the axe out, went a bit wide for the first time. Didn't do that well on the fishing, to be honest, because I was never really fished that area before. But Kelly did alright with a few fish. We only went out a couple of times. We just set up camp on the beach and had a bloody great time. What an awesome spot, Warra Station. If you ever get a chance to get up there, do yourself a favour. Yeah, I still don't know where to go.
I'll put my light in a bottle, something to guide your way. Even if you're too scared to follow, there's a light in each new day. If the moon gives up rising, the sun...
Okay, this is what I'm running today. Shimano Stratic 1000. Savage rod 1 to 3 kilo. Brawler bait there with a 1/8 jig head, snagless jig head. Throw that on, see how we go with that, nice and light. Then we're running Kelly's rod, which is a Daiwa aired that has, what's that, got an 8-pound braid, 10-pound leader with a deep diver for those reddies that like to sit nice and low, like they do in Harvey Dam this time of year. What's the braid? I got 6-pound J braid on that with an 8-pound leader, so it's a little bit lighter. Well, we're well into the afternoon. It's taken a while. We're finally set up. Here we go. It's time to get into some water. Hey, do you like my new reef rack? Let me know. Just put it on yesterday. Absolute of a job. If you've got to put a roof rack on your four-wheel drive, get someone else to do it. We are on Harvey Dam. Let's go. Fins engaged. Yes, we're on. Oh, your transducers come loose. I have to fix that. Stop checking out my ass. We'll get the diver out. Get into a bit deeper water. 2.6, a bit shallow for this lure. See what we got around the joint. I've caught some good reddies right on this spot here, on launch too. One of my biggest reddies I think I caught just launching off the bank within like 5 minutes of me casting out. So now we're at 7.5. Let the lure out a bit longer, allow it to go deeper. Best strike zone for this lure is about 7 meters in my experience for this lure, which is a RMG Poltergeist deep diver. Something tells me I don't think it's going to be long before we hook up. So I think we're on to a little one here. In about 6 metres of water. I thought my lure was hitting the ground. And you can tell you just get that little shake of the head, and it's only a small one. But we're 10 minutes into the fish and we've pulled in already, so it's alright. Goes to show that they're around. So I'm happy. I'm happy already. Get this little fella. We're after a feed today, so we're keeping him. To glass off. You don't really need a sounder when you're trolling for lures out in dams to catch fish. The main reason why I use a sounder out here, one is to obviously know depth, to have a look at schools, to find schools. So you find a school and you can drop a lure down onto a school. The other thing is to know exactly where your lure is depending on the lure that you're using. So if you're trolling deep water and you know your lure's going to start hitting ground at about 6 metres, you can stay out of that 6 metre mark. As soon as you start to drop down to 6 metres, you know you've got to go deeper just to keep your lure just off the bottom of the dam floor there. So, and that'll stop snags and hookups on snags and rocks and stuff like that. So it's to sort of keep your lures so you don't get snag and snapping lures all the time. That's one of the reasons I use a sounder out here. 7.5 metres. Yeah, this is already. They're only small this deep by the looks. No, I think we've lost it. I think I lost it. Yeah, still got him. Same size, really small. So yeah, only a small bugger. Yeah, we'll throw him in though. So we're just off the tip of a headland here and we've gone into 4 metres. So my lure's touching the bottom, so all I really have to do is just bring it in a bit closer to the kayak and it'll stop it from hitting the bottom and having that risk of losing it. So we'll bring it in until I can feel it not hit the bottom anymore. It's going to be pretty close. I don't normally pick up on a lot of fish when I'm this shallow with this lure, but we'll just paddle out of it and get a bit deeper, then I'll let my line out a bit further once I get a bit deeper. So now I'm in 16 metres of water. I'm coming into the middle of the dam. So I'm going to bring this lure up because it's probably not going to be doing much. I might get lucky and get a rogue trout down at that depth or something like that, but experience tells me that that doesn't normally happen. Up the lure, paddle to the other side until it starts to go shallow again, then drop it down. So now I'm in water where I know it's going to be between 5 or maybe 6 metres and say 2 metres or down to 1.5. So I know that the poltergeist is not going to be any good. So I'm going to swap over to a lure that'll do, you know, between 1.5 and say 3 metres, where to get me in that strike zone. Maybe there's the bigger reddies are a bit shallower. If I can find it where I put it. So just swapping over to a black and red Scout 45, which a bit of cloud cover today. So if this goes over the top of a school or something like that, they're probably going to see it because it's black against the overcast. I think that's the theory. Just let me know in the comments if you agree. The dark lure on the overcast conditions. Seriously, what's wrong with people? To come down here and to leave their crap and garbage around. That's crazy. People wonder why they close the dam off for camping. That's why. That's the reason. Side scan here. So I'm in 2.7 metres, 2.5. Using the side scan, I can see the bank start to shallow up here. So now I know before my lure hits the ground, I can do a left hand turn, head out to a bit deeper water, and there we go. shows that the bank's starting to disappear. So we're getting a bit deeper, 2.2, 2.3, 5, and therefore 3 meters. So we're going a bit deeper, so I can turn back in now, go a bit more parallel with the bank, keep my lure in that strike zone where I want to be. That's how I use the side scan. Also, when I'm going along, I will see bits of structure on the side here. If I think it's a decent bit of structure, like a big log or something like that, or a drop off, I can chuck a left hand turn over here and go back around and go fish that spot. Talking about, see that bit of stuff there? That looks like a change in the ground there, or it could be a large tree. It's casting a bit of a shadow, so there's like a drop off here. That could be a tree. So I'll turn around and go over that spot or past it and see if there's anything on it. Showing your lure now, and you can see that there's a bit of structure. There it is there. Because it's on both sides, it means that I'm directly over the top of it. So now I'm directly on the place where I want to be. Doesn't seem to be anything too major there, but we'll give it a try. So I've been trawling the little razor edge now for about 30 minutes to 40 minutes. Not even a hit, not even a touch. So sort of tells me that the reddies aren't really around in that sort of depth of water, in this part of the dam anyway. So we'll just go back to the deep diver and we'll troll this northern side of the dam in the deeper water and see if that confirms my theory. No, that's not it. Can see if that confirms my theory of the reddies could be sitting a bit deeper today. With the RNG poltergeist lure, you're probably going to get your best work out of it at about maybe 1 to 2 knots. If you're going too fast, if you're going over 2 knots, it's got that big bib on the front, and if you go too fast, it puts a huge drag on your rod, and it does all sorts of weird stuff and can end up coming up to the surface, I've found sometimes, if you go too fast. So between 1 and 2 knots, no more than 2 knots, I reckon is the best speed for this lure. Been a long time between drinks, and the reddies are exactly the same size. They're not getting any bigger, which is a damn shame. Yeah, they are deep. They are so deep. Just done another hour, a good hour of 3 meters, and picked up. This is the biggest one for the day. Yeah, he's respectable. Okay, we're on again. Now the sound has played no part in these last 2 fish. So it's about, I don't know, 40 seconds since I turned the camera off for that last fish. The ground is bare. I'm at 7.5 meters, nothing on the ground at all. Wasn't expecting a strike. And I've had 2 reddies in the last 5 minutes. And they're getting a little bit bigger, but we're getting a feed together. We are getting a feed together, so we've got to be happy with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to double back over that spot now. Rightio, here we go. This feels nice. This feels decent. This could be the ones that I've been coming out to get. It's taken a while, but we might be on a decent size redfin. He's on the top. Yeah, he's good size. So out comes the net, this baby. Yes. Yeah, that's a good one. About time, Hazy. About bloody time. we're onto them. And again, there's nothing on the sounder that says to me that there's going to be redfin around this spot. So sometimes it's just the luck of the draw. There's nothing better than feeling that tug on the line there. You know she's a decent reddy. Here we go. Not the biggest reddy I've caught, but I'm pretty happy with that guy today. My performance at Harvey Dam over the last, I don't know, geez, 2 years has been really bad. Ever since I did the Harvey Bash, my luck at Harvey Dam just went right down. But now it looks like we're coming back. We've got a bit of redfin redemption at Harvey Dam. Awesome. Going in the tub, mate. Oh, these shoes. So I just flicked my camera on. I was going along, I was getting a couple of taps, and I reckon I'm going to get a hit soon by the way I'm going. Yep, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. We're on. A couple of the ones I've caught today, I felt a bit of a tap on the lure before it actually strikes. And that's what's happened in this instance. So he's had a bit of a go at the lure, missed, and then because I'm going so slow, I think he's actually come up for another go, and then got me on the second bite. That's what I was feeling. There we go. Another one. I'm absolutely dying to go to the toilet at the moment, but I know that when you're on a fishing run and you're pulling in the fish, don't do anything that's going to interrupt that. Don't go to the toilet, don't check your phone, don't change your lure, don't do anything different. Just keep fishing the way that you're fishing when you're catching fish. Don't do anything to change it. Now, I'm not a superstitious person, but when it comes to fishing and catching fish, all bets are off. So I just got to hold it in for now. I'll try. If I don't get a fish in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to have to find a spot. But we'll hold on to it for now. Okay, that holding in is paying off. It's paying off. I hope it's worth it for a big fish. I've had to stop drinking water and everything. We're pretty much getting these reddies in the same spot. They're getting bigger too. Yeah. Getting bigger. My hook's bent. See the hook's bent there? Hook bending reddies. That'll have to be the title of my video. Hook bending redfin perch. Here we go. Yeah. Harvey Dam. Redfin perch. Get him in the sun. How's that? Yeah. Just goes to show you don't need to be in the Pilbara to have your hooks bent by a big fish. If you want to check out my last video, pulled in a nice queenie. Someone's going to get hurt here. Come on. That's a queenie, folks. See you, mate. Thanks for the fight. Go check that one out if you're interested. So I had to go. I had to break my own rule. Couldn't hold on to it any longer. So let's see what happens to the bite. See if it shuts down or not. Let's do a ready count. See how much we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a pretty good feed, eh? Well, see what happens when you break your own rules. The redfin have shut down. They've disappeared like a fart in a fan factory. Ah, spoke too soon. We're on. That would be something I could hook onto, hopefully. Maybe. A little bit of something down there. We might hook up in a minute. We'll see how we go. We've gone over that little mark on the sounder there, and I've hooked up. It's great when a plan comes together. And he feels good too. And this one feels good. And he's a good size. You've got to be happy with him. You can't complain about reddies this size. This is good. Wow, what a cracking day. Cracking day on the Freshwater, Harvey Dam. Another reddy to add to the collection.
I'll put my light in a bottle, something to guide your way. Even if you're too scared to follow, there's a light in each new day. If the moon gives up rising, the sun stops it shining, you know you'll have a hand to hold. As we wait on the timing, together we find it. There's more than one way to go home.
Well folks, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Got a good haul of reddies today. I'm pretty happy with it. Hey, if you like my content, please like and subscribe. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do yourself a favour and me a favour. Subscribe to the channel. That'd be awesome. Thanks very much for joining us. Hey, did I tell you about my new roof rack? Bloody of a thing to install.